Some other deals here. So Barrios goes to the Blue Jays. Great return for the Twins here. They're getting Austin Martin, who's a very good prospect, top 20 probably, very good prospect, and Simeon Woods Richardson, who's also a top 100 pitching prospect. That's a stellar return for Jose Barrios. Jose Barrios is a one on probably a third of the teams in the MLB, maybe half. I don't know, something like that. He's a good starter. He's not elite, but I don't know. He's like fringe elite. That's how I'd phrase him. I don't think he's the ace of a really good pitching staff, though. Definitely not a World Series pitching staff. But starting pitching comes at a premium also, and you learn that with this market with Mad Max and, well, I guess they got a pretty good deal for Scherzer, but Mad Max, I don't know. There weren't that many starters traded at the deadline. I guess Gibson, they got a solid return for it, the Rangers. But interesting deal by Toronto. I don't think they'll make the playoffs this year. I really don't. But I like that they're kind of building for the future. Hoping Brios will resign. I sure hope he does. But more importantly, this is just great move by the Twins. They're really putting themselves in position to win in like a couple years by getting these prospects. Stellar job by them, and they got a good return for Jose or Nelson Cruz. So good job there by the Twins. And shout out to the A's real quick for getting Harrison and Yan Gomes. Really like that as well. You got to have bench guys in the playoffs who can come up clutch. It's great to have a backup catcher too, like Yan Gomes, who's had playoff experience, can has a little bit of a bat and is a really good fielder. Then Josh Harrison, who's I think can come up with a clutch hit and be clutch. Mariners, really interesting. Diego Castillo was a wonderful addition there. I have no idea what the Rays are doing. Can someone please tell me what the Rays are doing by trading like their second best relief pitcher, Diego Castillo, when they're in a pennant race and they just traded for Nelson Cruz? How does that make any sense? I know they got JT Chargois back, but he's not as good as Diego Castillo. For me, that makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. I also saw a report that they were willing to trade Tyler Glass now for Bryant and Kimbrel. He's your best pitcher. I don't understand. Makes no sense to me. Absolutely no sense. So didn't under and the thing is with the Rays is like if you trade for anybody, they're never gonna re-sign because they have no money. So don't understand that. What I'm about to say is a very hot take, and you can agree with me, you cannot agree with me, but this is my opinion on Trevor Story. First off, the Rockies keep John Gray, which I like. You gotta build around good starting pitchers, and I think John Gray can be good in Colorado. I hope he gets a contract. I like they're keeping their second overall pick and building around him for their starting rotation. I like that. Now, Colorado. Trevor Story has not had a very good season this year, not as much as I promised. I love Trevor Story, but he hasn't been good this season. However, and you got to look at, their offers for Trevor Story. Apparently, they really weren't getting offers that they liked. Yankees were offering them like Rule 5 prospects for Trevor Story. So really, they were just getting terrible offers. So if you're getting terrible offers, if you're the Rockies, you're thinking, hey, we're not getting good prospects. We're not getting what we want. We don't want to trade away our star shortstop, for a bunch of like terrible prospects. So instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep him for the rest of the season. We're gonna let our fans see him again, our star player, for the rest of the season. We're going to offer him a contract, and if he rejects that contract, he'll sign with somebody else. He'll look like the villain because he left Colorado and we didn't trade him, which is good because if you're the Rockies, be like, hey, we did what we could to keep Trevor Story, and he didn't want to play in Colorado, so it's not your fault that he left. He just didn't want to play there. And if he leaves, he's going to get a decent contract. And guess what? You're going to get a good compensation pick. You're going to get a second round or a first round compensation pick for Trevor Story's contract. So, honestly, I don't disagree with them not trading Trevor Story. The one thing they could have done was traded Daniel Bard, but they moved on with him. They've held on to him, and hopefully they re-sign him because that'd be absolutely dumb if they don't. And because I think he's a decent bullpen guy. But I don't disagree with what the Rockies did at this deadline. I actually respect it. Last team we have is the Brewers. They trade for Eduardo Escobar, which I really like. He's been doing well for them, and they need another infielder, somewhat elite bat, I would characterize him as. So I really like that. And then they got John Curtis from the Marlins, who was on that 2020 elite Rays bullpen. So another good acquisition there. So Brewers just make some small moves. I'm really hoping Yelly can start to play better because this is embarrassing. Like, dude, he's hitting 235. Like, Yelich, like, come on. Like, I got your jersey, bro. Like, let's step it up here. Kind of frustrating as a Yelich fan that he's not having a good season, but Willie Adames, what an acquisition. He's helped their team so much. Really like that. But anyways, hope you like the shirt too. Yelich, if you can see it. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. And this was an incredible trade deadline, probably the best in my lifetime so far, and I hope they continue to be that way. But anyways, thank you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you.